So, what are macros? This is a question I get a lot, and because it is something that, not everybody, a lot of people have heard about it, but not exactly sure what that is. And that is how I claim to have gotten all of my results and finally losing weight. The best way and the most effective way that I have found to get results is to count macros. And what macros are they're the proteins, the fats, and the carbs that we eat. So your proteins are things like chicken, fish, turkey. Well, there's a lean sources of protein: chicken, fish, turkey, eggs, egg whites, which actually save you a lot on calories. Those are your protein sources. The carb sources are your things just like your breads, your pastas, like rice, things like that, oatmeal. So healthy carbs are oatmeal, sprouted grains. So if you're going to do bread, you can do bread, but do whole wheat and make sure it has at least a little stamp on it. Organically made as possible is best, because if you look at the back of the bread package, like there are so many ingredients listed on it. The more ingredients listed on a package, the more processed it is. So the more likely it's to stick to your middle and it won't digest as well. So stay away from processed foods. Fats just they kind of make a way for themselves because everything has fat in it. So you usually don't have to worry about trying to get your fats in, because usually your fats will get in. But fats are anything, like your butters, your oils, all your meat is gonna have fat in it. Proteins, carbs, and fats, that's what you're focused on. I was trying to set this up so I wouldn't have to just hold it, but I need to get a little on. I have one somewhere, but I'm too lazy to put it up. Anywho, so proteins, fats, and carbs. So anyways, that's what your macros are. If you have the right amounts of those things, you'll find it much easier to lose weight. So your body needs protein in order to build muscle. Protein is something that a lot of us overlook, unless some guys don't so much, but as a woman, as girls, a lot of times we overlook protein because we're more bread, we're more pasta, and even some of us just focus more, if we're trying to eat better, we focus more on, I used to eat tomato and avocado sandwiches a lot. Well, that has nothing, it might be healthier, it has vegetables in it, or are those both fruits? Anyways, but it is not, it has no protein in it. And so I was getting essentially hardly any protein really, because I ate chicken and that was all, but I didn't even eat that much chicken. So when you eat meat, protein, lean sources of protein, then it helps you build muscle. So when you build muscle, then your body, your metabolism speeds up. It's harder to digest protein than it is anything else. So your body has to work harder in order to digest it, so you burn more calories. As soon as I started increasing my protein intake, it's crazy, and it's not just me. I've had other people tell me the same thing. Your clothes start to fit better, you start to look better, you start to feel better, you're stronger, because protein gives you the strength that you need in order to get those good workouts that you need in order. Sorry. Yeah, okay. So protein will help you build your strength in the gym, which will help you build muscle, and so therefore you will lose weight. The more muscle you have, the higher your metabolism is. So that's one reason to get on there and pump some iron. So the way that I do it is I track it. And that's the best, there's really no way to know where you need to make changes until you track it. And yes, it is a little hard starting off. Or it's not hard, it's just more, it takes work. But just like anything in life, if you want something good, you're gonna have to work for it. So what you have to do is find an app. I use My Transformation app. Now, not all apps are created equal, and not all of them are gonna give you the correct macros. I'm always happy to help, and I'll actually post my link underneath here for My Transformation app. It gives you very accurate macros, and if you follow it, you will lose weight. And if you are having problems, feel free to contact me and ask me, to help you out, because I'll help you find the correct macros if you're lost on that. So anyways, it makes it very easy, because you just put in the foods that you eat. A lot of them, if you get the premium version, and you do kind of have to get the premium version to get the results to make it easy, I guess. But it's well worth it. All you do is log your food, And then it tells you like how much protein you've eaten, how many carbs and fats, and how much more you need to eat. So that gives you, if you log a couple of days, then you start to see, oh, okay, this is where I'm like way off and I need to change this, and it'll shock you how much you're eating or not eating of certain food groups and how much more you actually do need to eat. So if you are looking to make changes, to get results, then I highly, highly, highly recommend tracking your food, because how do you know where to change things if you don't, if you don't log it? And then also, you'd be shocked if you log every single thing that goes into your mouth, and you do have to, because every single thing counts. There's no free calories. You'd be shocked at how much you eat that you don't even realize that you're eating, how much you snack on that you don't, those little tiny candies, those little cereals, whatever, those all add up. So that is how I got the results the fastest, or like, no, the most that stuck and the fastest. Like, you will start seeing results like this if you just put in a little bit of work. And yes, it does take work to begin with, and I actually did it even harder because I was using my MyFitnessPal, the free version, and you had to like literally input everything yourself. And so for about 2 weeks I was putting in food all the time, but it was so worth it. On my transformation app, you don't have to do that because so much of it is already in there. It has a little scanner. There's a few things you'll have to put in yourself, but the vast majority of the things that you eat are in there. So, and like I said, you're gonna have to use a little elbow grease if you want to see results. So, eat lean protein. Usually your protein goal is gonna be somewhere around your body weight goal. And then the other two, to make it more simple, what you need to focus on more than anything else is the protein and your calories. So if you have your protein and your calories in a line, then the other two just kind of fall into place where they may. So if you need any help, I'm always happy to help. Have a good one. So this was at the end of one of my regular workouts. I did kind of a lighter weight workout, and then I just put this together as like a little HIIT workout at the end of my weight session. So I started off with the battle ropes, and I did 20 stagecoach. Then I went into box jumps. So I tried to use a box, so to speak, in quotations, that was 22 to 24 inches. I'm not sure how tall this one was, but anyways, box jumps are my they're a weak spot of mine. So I did 10 of these, but I did have to stop and make sure that I wasn't gonna like hit my leg and miss the box. But at the end, I did kind of pull up the little padding on the box. Then I went into these knee raises, 10 of these hanging knee raises. Then I ended it all with burpees, so 10 burpees. This is just a 4 movement workout, so it's just supposed to be really quick. You can do as many rounds as possible for like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, however long you want to get your heart rate up. I just did it to end my workout off with a little HIIT interval to get some cardio in, so enjoy. So I am going to do a full day of eating today, and I showed you my coffee already. I'm going to get a pumpkin spice level 1 bar for breakfast. And that's because typically I would have like my eggs and all that kind of stuff because it's good to have lots of protein for breakfast, but I think I'm gonna actually be eating lunch pretty early, so I'm just gonna well, like not early necessarily, but pretty soon. So I'm just gonna swap the 2 meals and have my level 1 bar first. Oh, this is chocolate nut. I'm gonna switch it out for, anyways, and then have what I would typically eat for breakfast for lunch. And that's just because my day is pretty squished. So we will see how the rest of the day pans out. Okay, so like I said, I'm doing things backwards. So I'm doing breakfast for lunch, but I'm gonna have 1 full egg. Then half a cup of egg whites. And this is because, I've explained this before, but if you don't have the yolk, then you save yourself a lot of fats and calories. And then you still get the benefits of the protein. I'm gonna use cheese. I grate a little bit of cheese. And I do track everything, so when I track the cheese in my transformation app, I usually do the cubic inch, and then I guesstimate it's about a foot. Put my turkey links in there, and then cook it. Routed grain, which I usually use Ezekiel toast. They didn't have the kind that I used to use at my new shopping ground. So I just got this sprouted one, but it's still Ezekiel bread. I do put a little bit of butter on it. Just like so. You still gotta track it. So I just guesstimate. If it's a tablespoon, then I'm gonna say that that was like an 1/8 of a tablespoon. I put sugar. That wasn't smart. Typically, it's best to get like a teaspoon. This is me. Hold on, Mommy, here I come. Just messing myself. And then cinnamon.
All right, can I get 2 of those?
So I'm really hungry because of the little breakfast that I had, the tiny breakfast that I had, and then eating breakfast for lunch. I basically then missed a meal because that was my snack. So before I go to the gym to get a little bit of the extra pump, to get some carbs in my bod, I'm going to get a Starbucks reduced fat turkey bacon sandwich. So for dinner, I'm gonna eat this chunk white tuna, a tablespoon of mayonnaise. I forgot to film this, but I ate 1 bar of Kit Kat for chocolate fix because I don't have any other snacks in the house. I'm gonna have 15 of these wheat thins. Hopefully there's 15 left. They're really good. There's not 15, but I can have another box. Anyways, that's my dinner. Oh, and for a post-workout, because you have to count everything, I had Formula 1 in Ignition, and I tracked those macros, and that will help me get a better fat burn, muscle building, muscle recovery, so I couldn't leave that out. I'll make you happy. Why you so sad? Okay, so I'm feeling exceptionally hungry today. Unfortunately, I have no snacks in the house, like none. Because in Arkansas, they obviously don't sell Quaker snacks. No, I'm sure they do somewhere. Actually, I found the rice cakes, but not the Quaker snacks, which is very upsetting because that used to be what I snacked on whenever I was hungry. Anyways, I am, in my cute little unicorny cup, gonna make a pumpkin spice latte coffee, which actually was super filling last night, so hopefully that stalls the truck. It is so good though, guys, really. And it saves me on calories, it saves me on fats and carbs. And I don't even want my root green when I drink this because it's already sweet enough. So, yes, PCL. Nighttime fix. Actually, I think I just need the sugar, but it's very low calorie. I mean, I should have put it in the cup to get the servings, but I'm fixing to stop. Either way, I didn't hit my macros today, so like I got like 200 calories left, so I'm sure I won't ingest that much of it. But you know what? I do not advise doing this because you can very quickly go over your macros. Either way, I'll be alright.